All right, welcome everybody to another BDA Boxing transmission. This is Mr. BDA with you. And as always with me, yes, right?
Damn it, man. I don't know how this works. Like, why didn't you just introduce me?
That's what I was
coming
gonna
in
do.
and fucking...
I was going to do that. Forget the cues. I'm going to introduce you all the time. But listen, BDA, King Bucho, the old team back again. And we want to talk a little bit about sensational fight that's just been made and apparently might be put on the undercard of Baidu Jack versus Adonis Stevenson. And that is Gary Russell Jr. versus Joseph Diaz. Interesting fight for a couple of reasons. Number one, if you like speed versus speed, you're gonna love this fight. It's two young fighters in a loaded division, wanting to get to the top or climb a little further atop the mountain. And also interesting because Joseph Diaz is with Golden Boy Promotions. And Gary Russell Jr., as far as I know, is with the PBC, unless something has changed that I don't know about. But that's finally they're getting together, so there's hope. I'm crossing my fingers that we might start seeing more cross-promotional fights going on.
Well, this is not new, by the way, right? The PBC has been doing this since, I think, Jacobs against Golovkin.
Jacobs, Khan versus Canelo, yeah.
So, yeah, that's good. That's good to see. So, where is this fight gonna take place? On HBO, you think? Or?
No, it's gonna take. They said they're trying to put it on the undercard of Baidu Jack versus Adonis.
Oh yeah. So that's gonna be on Showtime. Interesting.
And, man, let me tell you something. I like this fight and I don't know who to pick because you take a look at Joseph Diaz, fast, undefeated. He's a hot shot, bursting through right now through everybody he's fought, but he's never fought anybody quite as good as Gary Russell Jr. He's fought some good guys, Jason Velez, Tamayo or Tumayo, whatever, the guy who beat Montreal a couple of years ago. He's had a couple of those good wins, but he's never fought, like I said, anybody Gary Russell Jr. Meanwhile, you take a look at Gary Russell Jr. He beat Johnny Gonzalez, which I would say, venture to say, is the best opponent between both those guys. I don't think Joseph Diaz has fought anybody as good or with the type of resume that Johnny Gonzalez had. And also, yes, Gary Russell Jr. lost to Lomachenko. But Bucho, do you think that's the type of fight that even if he lost, it makes him better? Because he's never gonna fight anybody again that looks like Lomachenko.
Oh, you mean Russell Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's he lost against one of the best fighters, if not the best fighter in the world. So it's not a.
It's not a detriment.
Detriment. You can criticize. You can be too harsh on.
Well, my question is, do you think it makes him better? Because
what do you mean it makes him better?
Because anyone he's gonna fight now isn't gonna be Vasily Lomachenko. So it's gonna, and I don't think there's anybody really as quick or quicker than Gary Russell Jr. or as good as Lomachenko was. So in other words, everybody he fights now is like he's a hot knife going through butter. It can't be as hard as that fight against Lomachenko was.
No, yeah, of course not. Of course. Also, although it's different styles, and I think Russell Jr. against Diaz is gonna be more of. There's gonna be a lot of. Both of them are gonna be taking hard punches, as opposed to when Russell Jr. fought Lomachenko. It was more of.
He took a lot of hard punches down the stretch there, Gary Russell Jr. And he tried. Listen, the thing about Gary Russell Jr. is that performance isn't looking bad in hindsight, right? Because
compared to the guys who are quitting,
exactly, or getting stopped. Yeah. Gary Russell Jr. went 12 rounds. It was actually pretty competitive. Yep. I don't know. Now that's the other thing. I just remember that the judges had that as a majority decision. Like Russell Jr. versus Lomachenko fight. I thought that was quite a bit ridiculous, if you ask me. But the point is, Gary Russell Jr., great movement, hand speed, Olympic pedigree. Actually, not Olympic, amateur pedigree. He went to the Olympics, right? Didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so Olympic amateur pedigree. He's very well equipped. So is Joseph Diaz. And Joseph Diaz, another southpaw, quick-handed, and like we said, he's been bursting through everybody he's fought. He's been looking good, and now finally he's stepping up. Bucho, I don't want to make any predictions yet. I don't know if you want to.
I'll take Gary Russell Jr. I think he's faster. I know. That's just very simplistic to say. Like, he's just faster, but that he's straight right. Hey, wait, he's a southpaw, so he's straight right hand. No, his straight left hand. Jesus Christ.
Get your act together.
Yeah, his straight left hand is gonna be key here because you look at how I was watching some Joseph Diaz fights, and he's pretty open to those type of shots.
That's interesting.
Also, I like how Gary Russell Jr. goes to the body, man. He can also, but let's be honest, Diaz can also go to the body, so it's gonna be fucking a war. But I'm gonna take Gary Russell Jr. just because I think his shots are more straight. and it's gonna be key in this fight.
Again, also the experience might play a factor in this one. Gary Russell Jr. might just be one step ahead every time, every round that they fight. But I don't know, listen, exciting fight. I think again, speed versus speed. That's the type of tactical matchups I can get behind. When it's incredible hand speed versus incredible hand speed.
Yeah.
It doesn't make for the best action, but it makes for riveting and compelling type affair. Two technicians in there. And it's all going to be on the undercard, apparently, of the Badu Jack versus Stevenson fight. So, man, let me tell you something. That should be a good card there.
Yeah, it's in Montreal, man.
That's right.
Anyway, should have bought tickets now.
You guys tell us, do you think Gary Russell Jr. versus Joseph Diaz is going to be a good fight? Are you looking forward to it? Who are you picking? That's the most important thing. I love it when people in the comment section start leaving predictions. Anybody can talk about, I see people sometimes in the videos we make and all that, they come in and say, haha, like they make fun of people who make predictions. Meanwhile, they're not making predictions. Step up to the plate, make that prediction.
Yeah. Time to make predictions, people. I'm gonna rewatch more Gary Russell Jr. fights and Joseph Diaz fights and come up with
I'll give you the keys to the vault.
Full-on prediction, yeah.
To the video vault, the BDA video vault, where we have a lot of things. We have microfilm from the 1960s. A lot of secrets in that vault. But we also have a lot of boxing fights. So
absolutely,
we should open that up to the public eventually. Like a museum type thing where people can come in.
Let's keep it like the Vatican.
yeah, the Vatican. You only have 3 hours, and you can only check out 3 documents, and you have to know ahead of time which documents you want to see. Anyway, guys, that was another BDA Boxing transmission. This was King Bucho and Mr. BDA. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, leave your predictions, hit that notification bell, subscribe to BDA Live, where we hold a live podcast, and we'll see you in the next one, folks. Take care.